Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I have a fun and easy card using the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. There's a little sliver of the rainbow glimmer paper as well. This is the denim ribbon that's in our annual catalog. And then these sentiments and the dies are from the Stitch So Sweetly dies and the So Sentimental stamp set. So we're going to make this same card but in girly colors, so pink, purple, and yellow, and it's all the same paper pack. So the rainbow glimmer paper is sold separately. You get two 12 by 12 sheets, and they're both the same like this. Just like our other glitter paper, it doesn't leave the glitter on your table. It all stays right on the paper. And then this is the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. So this is 12 by 12. You get 2 sheets of each design. They're all double-sided. So there are girl and boy colors in here. You can mix them up. I cut a 1 inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, and 1/4 of an inch strips just off of one of each pattern. And that's how I decided to make these strips, so that they're all a little bit different widths, and then we can cut them as we go. The other item that we're using is the tailored tag punch, and that's how I always make my banners. I have the triple banner punch, it does the same thing, but I find it easy to line up in that tailored tag punch as well. There's also a brand new punch coming that will do banners, so watch for that. Then I have a couple sneak peek products from our I'm going to say holiday catalog. It's our August to December 2020 mini catalog. It is 83 pages of lots of holiday, fall, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, and covers the next about 8 months of our lives, all in this nice little book. If you haven't received one and would like one, send me an email or comment on this video and I can get one to you. Some of my customers have already received them. I had Stampin' Up! Mail them directly to them and they've already received them. So this starts August 4th. And I'll show you one more catalog. This is our annual catalog. This is what we're using today. The Designer Series paper on page 130, the Rainbow Glimmer paper, and the Artistry Blooms Sequins. All part of the Artistry Blooms suite. We're just not using that stamp set today. We're just using the accessories from it. So let's get started. I have a Daffodil Delight card base. We can fold in half. A white layer for the inside of our card. A layer of Melon Mambo that's 5 1/4 by 4, and then a layer of Gorgeous Grape that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. These little strips that were left over from my other cards, so I'm going to use the other color scheme of them, so the pink and purple sides. And then I have 2 die cuts. These are both out of Whisper White, just regular cardstock, and those are what we'll stamp on. So let me bring in a scrap piece of paper and we'll do some stamping first. So on this Gorgeous Grape layer in Gorgeous Grape ink, we're going to stamp the little, it just has 3 confetti on it from the So Sentimental stamp set. So this image, this one, and then this calls for confetti are the 3 stamps we'll use from that. And we'll just ink it down the left hand. Oh, that was a bad one. Ink it down the left hand side. Then on our the larger label that we've die cut, I'm going to do the same thing in Melon Mambo for the larger confetti image, and then we'll fill in the rest with our Gorgeous Grape one. And we're just going to go around the outside edge all the way along. And this one's easy to fill in those little sections that the larger one doesn't fill. And this would be a good stamp to make your own, like 6x6 designer series paper to fill in with all those cute little images. Then on our smaller sentiment die cut in Gorgeous Grape, I will stamp, try not to do it upside down, our sentiment there. Then while I have those confetti stamps, I guess I'll do the inside. And just same way here, just to add some nice bright color to the inside of your card. And it looks like I haven't used this stamp before, the smaller one, and it looks like I just need to trim the edge a little bit. From inking it so many times, there's lots of ink on there, but this one edge seems to rock a little bit on my paper. So that's easy, just to trim that little extra piece off so that you don't get extra ink on your cardstock when you're stamping. So that's all of our stamping. Now we can go back to this purple layer and line up our pieces. So I'm just going to start with cutting a banner in this end and trimming off a piece, and we'll start lay that there. Then as you go, you can kind of figure out which pieces you want. So this one, I want it to be a pointy end, not a banner. So I'm going to put it in the opposite way and cut that so I have the two different ends there. Then just look through your designer series paper strips and decide which one you want next. And then just keep lining them up. And this could be used with any designer series paper, or you could even just do different colors of cardstock. And I'm gonna save this green and blue end for something else. And just cut this one. There. And then once you have your pieces lined up, I need one more skinny one. This piece. So those are my strips that I have, and I still have enough left for one more card even, maybe even two. Now I'm going to use another new product. This is the Wrapped in Texture embossing folder set. So you get two, they're mini embossing folders. They're going to fit in our new mini die cut machine, the Stampin' Emboss and then cut machine. So they're only I think they're 3 1/4 inches wide. Yeah, they're like 3 3/8 by 6 1/4. So they still are good size embossing folders, and I'm going to emboss 2 of my pieces with each one. So we'll do these 2 and this one and run that through. those back down so I remember where I wanted them. And then in the other one, I'll do two other pieces. This one and this one. So that adds some extra texture there as well. Now we can just start gluing them down. So I'm going to start at the top, and then I'll know that where I have them kind of laid out. And I'm going to, some of them are probably a little bit too long. I won't need that full length, and I can just trim that after. I think I'm going to add, now that I have them glued down, I'm going to add one more at the bottom. Let's go this way. Now I can just flip this over and trim my edges off. This one I'll make sure to save for one more card. So that's our focal point. Now I can adhere that onto our layer of Melon Mambo. There we go, and onto our Daffodil Delight card base. So now that we have that finished, this will lay about there. And then I'll pop this up on top. But on my example one, because I didn't want to put sequins or bows or on it, but it still needed something. So that's why I added this ribbon here. So I'm going to do that with another new product from our holiday catalog. It's called the Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and it's thick. I was seeing how well it tied a bow. Not bad. It's a little bit thicker, coarser. So I'm not going to add a bow, but I will add a zigzag just like on my example card. So I'm going to put 3 glue dots on the back of my die cut just in a row, and then you can lay this across and it'll stick to that first glue dot, then wrap it and it'll stick to our next glue dot, and wrap it back one more time and stick it to that lower glue dot and trim it off. Then you don't have to measure your ribbon, and see how easy that was, and it'll lay totally flat on our card. So then I'll add some dimensionals. Oops. To the back, and you can also use your dimensionals to hold it down a little bit more securely to the back of that die cut if it looks like it's going to be flopping around. But it's not going anywhere now. So I'll take those off. And stick that down there. And then I'll add a couple more dimensionals on the back of this piece. Pop that up. And this birthday card is actually for one of my daughter's little friends. So let's add some more bling. These are the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. They come in with 4 full sheets, 2 different sizes of each color. And I'm going to add a couple of those on here. And I'm just going to use the poker end of my take your pick tool and add a few of each color, I think. There. So those sequins look really nice on there. And there's so many, there's got to be like 300 or something on there. Then I'll add my inside layer. And normally I would stamp, if it was for one of my friends, I'd stamp another greeting on the inside that would just say happy birthday or something like that. But because with a 4-year-old writing on the inside of the card, I need extra room because her letters are quite large. So that was just add some color, but lots of room to write still. So here are my 2 cards using some fun new products. I hope you enjoyed my card today. Remember that July is also bonus days, so for every $60 you spend, you get a $6 coupon to use in August. Starting August 4th. So if you'd like to order any of these products, now is a great time because then you have coupons to use in August when that new catalog goes live. If you also join my team during July, you can order all of your starter kit products. So you get $165 of product of your choice. You can choose it from the new holiday catalog. It doesn't have to be from our annual catalog. And then you get your product in your hands sooner than everyone else. So if you'd like to do that, send me a message or an email and I can help you arrange and pick all of your products that coordinate. Now is a great time to sign up. You'll have lots of time to craft with us. Thanks for joining me and I will see you soon. Bye.